Hello everyone, I'm Gary Martin and today we're going to be doing a freehole course vlog on course management.
Hello, good afternoon. It's lovely weather here in Huddersfield this afternoon. I spent half a day in the sun. I'm already feeling tanned.
Yeah, and it's absolutely true. I've really got arms and I've actually got hair because I don't think you've ever seen these, have you? It's actually warm enough to wear a t-shirt in West Yorkshire.
It's lovely, fantastic.
So we're going to be doing a bit of a freehole course vlog. So far with Toheed, you might have already seen we've got him custom fitted, we've done some casual golf, but we've never actually done any course management yet.
Absolutely.
So today is going to be focused around how a pro golfer, how I visualise and plot my way around a golf course. And this is what I'm going to learn Toheed today. And hopefully you mid to handicappers are going to learn a lot from this.
Yes, that's fantastic. It's very good day for me because I managed to learn shot from the driving range and then obviously attended the golf course. But managing golf course itself is a wonderful skill and it's a part and parcel of a good golfing. So I think it's a fantastic day for me.
100%. Stay tuned in for this, guys, because there's one thing hitting a golf ball and another thing is plotting your way around a golf course.
And let's try it.
Let's try it now. So here at Huddersfield Golf Club, you can see we've got a bunker there to the right of the fairway and we've got one to the left half in the middle of the fairway. Now, it'd be absolutely criminal if, as a mid to handicapper, you wasn't checking the distance of them bunkers to make sure that you're hitting a club that can't reach the bunker in the centre of the fairway,
right,
but it's long enough to carry the bunker on the right side of the fairway. Never take that for granted.
Absolutely.
All right, so we're going to measure them distances.
Okay. And look how much I listened to you. I changed my T-peg.
Good stuff. So guys, to have good course management, you need to have some sort of distance measuring device, whether it's a laser or it could be a watch. And if you are using one of these watches, it really does need hazards on there. You need to know layups to ditches, to bunkers, to any hazards out in the fairway. It's a big element of golf. So if we just laser these, 192 to the bunker on the right, 342 to the bunker in the centre. So I don't even think Tiger Woods could reach that bunker. But can you carry, are you happy that you're going to be able to take your driver 200 yards and get past that bunker on the right?
Okay, I'll do my best. Usually I kind of get over the first hurdle, which is about 200, give or take, it's about 200. And I usually hit over it.
Now, there's another little bit of a question here for you. Is there any other obstacles out there that you think we need to avoid? Can you see anything? Because I can, as a pro golfer, you know, there'd be a couple of the distances I'd be checking here.
Right, okay.
And you might think this is negative, but it's not. It's actually eliminating danger.
Right, okay. One of the things which I can observe is probably 200 plus, there is a huge ditch close to that tree.
Yeah.
I think it's very good to avoid.
And that's a great observation. So for me as a golfer, we've got some sort of long wispy grass. It's about 240 yards away.
Right,
so for me, I'd have to consider maybe hitting a freewood on this hole.
Right.
We've also got the trees on the right. If I were to hit a driver and block it, you know, then I could possibly reach them, which is 260. Yeah. So for me, I hit a freewood on this hole. Right. Because I know that I can't hit the freewood any more than about 250.
Yeah, I probably spoke too early. Now I'm going to end up in the grass.
But, you know, it's going through the process right. And I don't mind one of my golfers, you know, hitting a bad shot if they've gone through the right process.
Right, okay.
But what I don't appreciate from sort of golfers under my tuition is people that forget the process. They get complacent, because that means that you're bringing trouble into play unnecessarily.
Absolutely.
Wow. What a shot. Let's get into this.
Well, that's bang in the middle of...
So Toheed's hit a great shot down the fairway. How far have you got left?
232.
I'd be considering the distance of the back of the green and the distance of the front of the green, because I want to know the depth. I'd want to know what club is definitely going to get to the front of the green but isn't going to get through the back. So what have we got to the front?
It's 219 and the back is 250.
250. So I don't know if you can get there. Have you got any clubs that can get there?
Not at all.
So that's a great answer. I wanted to know that. So why put pressure on yourself and try and hit a long club, a low percentage shot, if you can't get there?
No, because obviously good players probably for 220 will use hybrid.
Yeah.
I'm not very comfortable with them yet. So I'm going to take definitely 2 shot. I'll probably play 1 shot to go past the bunkers if I can.
Excellent. So let's measure what the bunker is.
Yes.
So the bunker is 125 yards. So as long as Toheed carries that bunker, he's going to leave himself a shot inside 100 yards.
Absolutely. So I'm going to try 6.
6 iron. That sounds good to me. He hits the 6 iron really well. High percentage shot. It's not bad. It's a good bad one. So Toheed's hit the club to carry it over the bunker. He's cut it out right, but it's actually bounced back into sort of the fairway. I think it's just on the right half of the fairway. But I'm not disappointed with him because we've gone through the right process.
Yeah.
And, you know, admittedly, for a newer golfer, this process might take a little bit of time. But, you know, once you sort of get used to going through this process, you can really speed it up, and it doesn't take that much time at all. But like I said, you know, a probably good investment to get, you know, some sort of laser or GPS if you've not already got one, to make sure that you can sort of pick out these hazards on the fairway and start to, you know, plot yourself around.
Yeah, you mentioned one of these gadgets.
Yeah.
I think I must say this watch made my life a lot easier because it's almost impossible for me to guess the flag and the other distances.
Definitely.
With the passage, I would learn a little bit more about it.
Yeah.
But obviously it helped me immensely. And I'm very happy that I bought this.
So Toheed's hit, you know, not his best shot, but he's gone through the process right. He's hit a shot that's put him in position now. I mean, how far have you got to the front of the green?
It's about 68.
68 yards to the front.
That's right.
And what about to the back?
Front is 50, mid is 68 and 83 to the end.
See, for a newer golfer, I'm only concerned about the front and the back. I'm not concerned about the pin. I want you on that putting surface.
Okay.
All right. So what was the back?
Back is 82.
82. So I want you to choose a club. There's no trouble at the front here if it's a miss it short. But if he miss it long, you're going to be in big trouble.
Yes.
All right. So what club have you got that's not going to go 82 yards?
I have nothing between sand wedge and pitching wedge, because my sand wedge shot is about 50, 55, 50 to 60, and pitching wedge is about 90 to 100. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use half shot of pitching wedge.
Well, great shot. Well done.
Stop.
So you've got good control of the distance there. Again, you know, I'm not expecting you to play perfect shots. You're a new golfer.
Okay.
But we've gone through the process.
Thank you.
Well done. So now we're greenside. Toheed's here for free. He's managed these, you know, shots really well. I think now we've just got to sort of start to consider the slope on the green and also consider what club you're going to choose. You know, if you're not too confident with a sand wedge or a pitching wedge, you know, around the side of the green, are you able to put it? Is the surface good enough to put?
I'm just a little bit concerned because it's quite thick grass here. So instead of putter, I might still use bump and run.
Yeah?
I think so.
Well, you've had a bit of time to consider it. If that's your choice,
I think that's my choice.
Good. So Toheed spent a bit of time reading the green and he's picked his line. Not bad contact.
Little bit heavy.
Just the weight. So I think this is the area of the game that me and Toheed's going to try and focus on a little bit more. It's the short game. Unlucky. See if you can finish this off. Unlucky. So Toheed and I, we've just been reflecting on that hole. Obviously we're both a little bit disappointed, you know, that we've sort of took 4 from the side of the green. Now, for you newer golfers or mid-handicap golfers out there, I can't quite remember, how long does it take for newer golfers to actually build up that feel, you know, for distance control around the green? Obviously for Toheed it's been less than, you know, a month, but, you know, we've done coaching, his stroke's not too bad. but we still sort of, there's just something missing there, something missing, you know, compared to the rest of his game, which is coming on quite nicely. We feel like, you know, we're just lagging behind a little bit with the putting. And, you know, for you newer golfers, have you got any suggestions? Get in the comments. Is there anything that could help Toheed? You know, any tips that's helped you that could help Toheed? So we're on the second tee here at Huddersfield Golf Club. I'm sure if you watch James Robinson's channel, you've seen this hole quite a lot. So from a course management point of view, is there any hazards out there, Toheed, that you're worried about?
Well, all I can see, not essentially, because the bunker is quite far.
Yeah.
As long as you are reasonably straight, you are okay. But if you slice a bit, then you will end up in trees. And if you obviously hook it to the left, then obviously you will end up in a rough. That's all I can say.
Okay, so it does favour a straighter shot. So, you know, it would be a tee shot. I'd be picking a club that I'm very confident in hitting it straight. I mean, Toheed, he's not seen any danger, which is pretty good. There's a couple of bits of danger that I can see for a newer golfer.
Right.
All right, not so much myself, but for a newer golfer, we've got this ditch here in front of us.
Right.
That is... It's 115 yards to carry, so for anybody that might hit a low ball, you know, he's prone to topping a driver or topping a fairway wood, it might be something that you hit one of your irons just to make sure you carry that sort of hazard. Now, we've also got up on the right hand side, we've got some bushes which come into play at around about 230 yards.
Yeah.
So for Toheed, that might be one we consider. You know, his driver would definitely hit 230 yards, but saying that, Toheed's driving is probably the best part of his game, and it's not something that he sort of struggles with too much. So I wouldn't be too disappointed with Toheed if he took a chance and hit the driver here.
But at the same time, now I might end up in this dip.
Well, I think at the same time, I'd be aware of that if I was Toheed. I'd be aware of them bushes on the right, and I'd probably be favouring the left half of the fairway and accepting that, you know, if I hit a bad shot, I'd rather miss it to the left-hand side, because at least there, you know, although you might be in the semi-rough or, you know, slightly thicker rough, you're going to find your ball. You're going to have a second shot to the green.
You're absolutely right. But psychologically, that's my kind of way of dealing with things. For this initial kind of, you know, hurdle, I want to think over it.
You want to think positive.
Mentally, I want to think over it. Say, oh, this is not a problem for me.
Yeah.
So at least I have that mindset that that's not an issue for me. My issue is further.
Yeah.
So I think beyond the hurdle. That's how I like to think.
I know, I agree with that. In your case, I agree with that, because you don't have a problem with carrying the ball 115 yards.
Right, okay.
But for the guys starting, you know, golf, they might do, and I think that's something you have to consider.
Absolutely.
In Toheed's case, I just think we've got the bushes on the right, you know, let's eliminate them.
Okay.
So if we're going to miss this, we miss it left.
Yeah. But at the same time, let's be frank and honest, you know. That's the predicament as a beginner. You hit the ball, you do your best, and you still slice it.
Yeah.
What can you do? You still hook it. What can you do?
Well, I think me being a pro golfer, if I was in a tournament here, you know, it's a short par 4, it's 320 yards, I certainly can't get to that green.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah. I would be probably hitting a free iron and leaving myself sort of inside 100 yards for a guaranteed approach and a chance of a birdie.
Interesting. Right, let's try.
Good strike, well done. Excellent shot.
You know what happened? Because I wanted to avoid the right, and the hook obviously kept it to the left
I
too
think that's
much.
a good shot. If I was caddying for you, Toheed,
Yeah.
as a, you know, trying to break 100, I'd be very happy with that shot. You're
Thank
in
you.
play, he's got a chance of the green.
Thank you.
It's not straight down the middle, but he's not in the bushes. So I'm sure there's some of you out there that's thinking this is a really negative way of playing, but I can assure you, you know, being a bit more mindful about the danger off the tee will help you eliminate them big scores. And you know, it's something that's really helped me get from sort of a 6 handicap to a scratch golfer without improving my swing. So I certainly believe that this is something that's going to help Toheed break 100, and some of you guys, you know, lower your scores as well. So let's just make sure we don't forget the process. What's the distance to the front of the green?
It's 96 almost.
And what's the distance to the back?
125.
125. So we've got about a 30-yard depth there. That's a big landing area. You know, that gives me a bit more confidence.
Okay.
Rather than having one distance, I've got a 30-yard gap now to choose a golf club to make sure I get to the green. Now, you've just said there you can't make a full swing.
Because of the branches at the back, so I'm going to adjust my swing a little. So I'm using slightly bigger club.
Yeah, so Toheed strengthened the club a little bit because you can't make a full swing.
Yeah.
Which is the right thing to do. You know, you've done well there with that.
Thank you. And again, because of the height, I'm going to reduce length of the club a little as well.
Good thinking.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well done. It's out of the rough. So again, I'm going to keep repeating myself, guys. I'm not disappointed with Toheed hitting a bad shot there because he's gone through the right process. You know, this process at the minute is taking a lot longer than, you know, I would expect to take on a golf course, because we don't want 5-hour rounds. You know, we want, you know, rounds under 4 hours. We don't want to be slow. But I use this process during my play, and I can play in under 3 hours, you know, on my own. So there's no, you know, don't use time as an excuse, because you can have good course management and be quick if you're smart, you know, and you get into a good routine. You know, I'm already eyeing these things up when I'm walking to my ball. I'm already thinking the process between shots is happening during the walk. So, you know, if you're smart, you can have a good process without slowing play. So you probably might be getting annoyed with me because I'm going to keep asking the same question.
Go on, fire away.
What's the distance to the front and what's the distance to the back?
It's 36.62.
So approximately a 30-yard area.
Yes.
So for you newer golfers, that's a great depth of green to land on. You know, it's going to give you that confidence of choosing the right club if you're not 100% sure on distances yet.
Yeah. Now you guide me at this point. I was inclined to use bump and run, which was successful last time. But now this is my predicament. There are a couple of bumps on the way which are significant to me.
Yeah.
I'm thinking to use my sand wedge, which is about 50 to 55. I think this probably will do the job for me.
So what I'm loving now is Toheed, because we're going through a process, he's thinking ahead of what he usually would be thinking here.
Yeah.
He's thinking about the lie of the land, and if he plays that chip and run shot, he's going to be uncertain.
Yeah, it's very uncertain.
Because there's so many, so he knows that the sand wedge, how far does it go?
50 to 55, 60.
So it's going to carry to the front edge of the green, which is a raised green, but it's not going to go through the back. So
hopefully not.
I think you're dead on with the club here.
Okay.
The process is right. Let's see if we can execute the shot. Good strike.
It should be okay. Yeah, it's okay.
I wouldn't have been disappointed with Toheed there if he'd miss-hit it, because I thought he went through an absolutely fantastic process. You know, that's as good as it gets.
Okay.
That's as good as it gets. Maybe the tour players, you know, their caddies might have the undulations of the green, but I don't think we're anywhere near that level yet.
Yeah.
You know, let's take the low-hanging fruit and then we'll worry about the other stuff, you know, when we get to sort of single figures. Now, Toheed, that is distance control down to a T.
Yes.
You know, it's
hard
not
one.
a green in regulation, but you're there for free. And you've got a chance at a par.
No way. I'm using putter because it's on the fringe.
Yeah.
It's not long grass, so no need to try anything else. And let's go for the putter.
A little bit bobbly, and that's sometimes, you know, what might happen from that lie, but I think it was a good club choice. You know, I'm pretty confident you had, you know, control.
Go on.
Oh!
Never mind.
Unlucky. Well done, Toheed. for the purpose of this video, we really need to include a par 3. So we're going to make our, grand finale, the last hole, a par 3, just to talk about, what we need to think about during this tee shot.
Right, Gary. On this one, it's 112 to the beginning and 144 the far side.
I didn't even have to ask him there. He's already started the process. He's learning.
I'm trying to save some time for you.
He's trying to save some time. Brilliant. So we already know the depth of the green.
Yes.
What club are you comfortable hitting 112 and not go 140?
Wow, right. Okay, then I was thinking to choose 7. It's a wind from the back. I might choose 8.
Fantastic. So we're going to have a little bit of a change of clubs there to make sure that Toheed doesn't go through the back of the green. Now, just while Toheed's selecting his club, this green slopes from right to left, so it's, if you miss the green or the pin to the right, you're going to have a really awkward downhill putt. So for you guys that are quite good at controlling ball flight, you must consider which part of the green you're going to land on. For you newer golfers, if you can get on that green, then obviously, I'd be really happy with that. So for Toheed, I'm going to get him to try and aim centre of the green. Give him sort of maximum room for error at each side.
I'm back.
He's back. So Toheed, your target is centre of the green.
Okay.
Let's have maximum room for error at each side of the, obviously the target area, the aim. And hopefully you've got the right club to land on the centre of the green now.
Okay, but bunkers all around. So I have to close my eyes and just hit.
Well, the club you've got should carry the bunkers at the front and it shouldn't go into the bunkers at the back. So
okay, let's
you
try.
Shouldn't have to worry about them. Wow.
It's close to the flag if he's not continue running on the other end.
Well
no, it's
done.
all right, it's on the green.
So you guys might not have seen that with how the shot tracer. It wasn't Toheed's best strike. He flighted it and it just got over the front bunker. It came out quite low, so it's going to have run quite a lot when it hit the green. I'm not sure if it stayed on the green or it's just ran through. But again, Toheed, we went through the right process.
Yes.
You're not going to strike every ball perfect.
No.
But I think if you'd have hit a 7-iron there, which you initially were going to hit,
yes,
then we would have definitely been through the back of the green.
I think we would have been in serious trouble. But now the ball is on the green, it's stopped as far as I can see. And as long as the process is right, then you are a little bit more confident at the same time.
And I think obviously Toheed on camera tonight is going to be a little bit nervous as usual. But if he takes this process into his casual golf when he's playing with his friends, I have no doubt that he's going to start to, eliminate them really big scores. And, along with improving his short game, I really think we're on target to break this 100.
Yeah, let's hope so.
So this is really going to be, have to hang out to the right. It's a big right to left break and it's downhill as well.
Right to left or left to right?
Big right to left. You need to start it out way right. I would say in between the flag and the right cut, the cut of the green.
Wow.
It's going to really come in from the right edge.
Wow.
And this is something that we will improve through experience. Look how much this is going to roll.
Oh dear. Yeah.
It's a good weight. If we're going to be positive, we could say that's a great weight. He's left it pin high. And
but I must admit this now, whatever it is, I need to spend whole session on green. Honestly, to me, it was left to right, and that's what I was thinking. You told me it's right to left, but my eyes obviously just see it left to right. That's my, I think, quite a serious deficiency I need to work at.
Do you know what we need?
Yeah.
We need to get James Robinson on the channel.
Yeah.
And we need to get James Robinson doing all this.
Okay.
Whatever he does. I think that's what Toheed needs. We'll have to get him a lesson booked. Good weight again. I think your weight's getting better.
Okay.
It's got to be green reading that we work on. Well done. Good 4.
Yeah. But par would have been lovely.
So that brings us to the end of today's course vlog with Toheed on good course management. Now, we've had a subscriber message in, Dominic Neville. He's a new golfer like Toheed. In his first round, he shot 69 on his own.
That's very good.
That is very good. However, he improved that by 11 strokes because he went round with his friend who was a mid-handicapper.
Right.
He said he hit the ball no different to his first round, but he managed to, you know, improve his course management and his club selection, and he knocked off 11 strokes. So, you know, believe me, you can score if you've got a bit of a brain, you know, and you're thinking and you've got a process. You can improve them scores. So, you know, I hope you do take it on board.
Yes.
And I think we'll see these guys again.
Yeah.
At the
Thank you very
same
much.
time next week.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So we're going to have a little bit of fun with this. You know, it's one of the putts I fancy now. I've seen Toheed have a go a couple of times. I'm going to show him the line and I'm going to get Toheed to try and follow that line.
Good.
So I'm picking a reference point out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to point my putter at that mark. So I'm going to make sure my club face, I'm not aligned to the target. My club face is aligned. I've picked a spot to that spot. It's actually, it's this mark here. So it's a little bit of an indentation in the green.
Right.
I want to get my ball rolling over that spot, and then from there I'm going to allow it to take the bend.
Okay.
Allow it to take the curve.
What a difference.
So it's not perfect, but you know, I've got a good chance of a par now on what is quite a difficult putt.
Can I interrupt?
Yeah.
Sorry to interject. What is the definition of perfect if this is now?
Well, in the hole would be perfect. So I aimed around about this spot here. So it's quite wide, it's quite away from the hole, but I've got the confidence to do that because of the experience of, you know, of that putt. This looks a good line. That's better. Well done. I'm a little bit relieved that he didn't get inside mine because I don't want him to get too big-headed.